Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans game as the Texans lose to the Browns 27-14. And you don't even know my frustrations with this game, the way the Texans played. And you know what? I'm going to only blame half a side of the ball because, you know what? Give a shout out to the defense. They played amazing today. I was so impressed with our defense today. It was unbelievable. And I know you're probably looking at that number 27 score for the Browns. You probably, if you didn't watch this game, you're probably thinking the defense did good. They allowed 27 points, but this defense only allowed 6 points today. It was the offense and the Browns special team, which I don't blame. I don't blame that. That's Donovan Peoples-Jones is a great return, but I blame the offense. Two touchdowns they gave to the Browns defense. This Texans defense played amazing today. They had an interception on the goal line. They caused a fumble. They caused a safety. They sacked Watson so much. I don't know. I don't have the sack number yet. We'll go over that. But this defense played great today. Only allowed 6 points to the Browns. They made Watson's day trouble. Like in my keys of the games, make Watson's day hard. They did all that stuff. The defense played great today. Now the Browns offense struggled as well. The only thing the Texans didn't do good today is the guarding the run, and I don't really blame the Texans for that because Nick Chubb is unbelievable. But the offense is so disappointing. They gave up 2 touchdowns of the Browns defense, and we're going to go over the scoring summary. Farron Barron started the Texans on their first drive of all. No, so the Texans' first play they threw an interception. Now I'm not going to blame the offense for this because this was a great throw by Kyle Allen. He hit up Teagan. I like to call him TQ. He hit up TQ down the field. TQ had the ball, and he had the ball. He dropped it. He had possession of the ball. The ball pops out, and the Browns got the interception. Then Nick Chubb was tackled in the end zone by Roy Lopez for a safety. Texans go up 5-0. This is where the Browns start to score. Donovan Peoples-Jones has a 76-yard touchdown return to make it 7-5. Then Denzel Ward. Then Davis. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Who sneaks? Who goes for a QB sneak on your own 3-yard line? Like what? What the hell? So the Texans go for a QB sneak on a second down at your own 3-yard line. Denzel Ward recovers it for a 4-yard fumble, and then the Browns go 14-5. Then in the third quarter, Farron Barron will knock in a field goal 14-8. Then the Browns will score their first offensive points of the day, and it would be 17-8. And then Davis Mills. Then Kyle Allen throws another interception. This is a 16-yard interception return from Tony Fields, 24-8. And the Browns get their second offensive points. 42-yard field goal for Cade York, 27-8. And then finally the Texans go and score some points on offense. Nico Collins' 6-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion fails, 27-14. Passing yards, Watson went 12 for 22, 131 yards, 1 interception. Kyle Allen went 20 for 39, 201 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Rushing yards, I'm very impressed with Dameon Pierce. He had a bounce-back game today. He had 18 carries, 73 yards, had a lot of great carries, had some good receptions too. Nick Chubb had 17 carries, 80 yards. Receiving yards, Chris Moore had 3 receptions, 46 yards. He had a great catch on the last drive. Donovan Peoples-Jones had 3 receptions, 44 yards. Also had that huge return. Okay. Now going to Kareem Hunt, had 9 carries, 56 yards. And Watson had 7 carries, 21 yards. For the Texans, other receiving yards, Brevin Jordan had 4 receptions, 46 yards. He had a decent game, was targeted 5 times. Nico Collins had 3 receptions, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Pierce had 3 receptions, 22 yards, almost a 100-yard day for him. Eakins had 3 receptions, 21 yards. Dorsett had 2 receptions, 18 yards. For the Browns, Amari Cooper had 4 receptions, 40 yards. Kareem Hunt had 2 receptions, 18 yards. And Farrell Brown, former Houston Texan, had 1 reception, 11 yards. So we're going over the fumbles. I keep saying Davis. Kyle Allen fumbled twice in this game. They lost one, recovered the other, the QB sneak, and they also recovered one of their own fumbles. Desmond King got a fumble in this game. Great hit by the Texans. Ball pops out. Desmond King recovers. For the Browns fumbles, Troy Fields with a recovery on a fumble, and then Anthony Schwartz fumbles and loses that. That's the Desmond King fumble, and then Denzel Ward's recovery for a touchdown. What a game from Jalen Petrie today. He had himself 19 tackles, and not 19 tackles, 16 tackles for Petrie and an interception, had 9 solo tackles. Christian Kirksey had 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Roy Lopez had a tackle for a loss. I think that was a safety. I think he was awarded the safety. It's Roy Lopez. Okongwu had 1 tackle for loss, had a sack. Texans only had 1 sack today. I felt like they had more than that. Okongwu had the only sack of the day. Hansen also had a tackle for loss. MJ Stewart had a tackle for loss. That was it. 5 tackles for loss today. Interception by Petrie returns it for 29 yards. So I was very impressed with the defense today. They had an interception, a safety, and a fumble recovery. So great job by the defense. Only allowed 6 points in this game, but the offense gave the Browns 2 touchdowns, and the special teams, which I'm not going to blame the Texans for that one because, well, you got to blame somebody always, but Donovan Peoples-Jones had a great return on that play. You got the turnovers on offense just was crazy. 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. Had 4 fumbles in general. Didn't lose the second one. And this defense was playing so good while the offense just sits here and was awful. But Texans go and lose 27-14. Deshaun Watson, his return, didn't have to do much because they had the running backs. They were given to the running backs. They had about 100, near 150 rushing yards today. Or no, it was like 135 rushing yards today. And they only had like 280 yards of offense. But the Browns did not have to do much on offense today. And the Texans, when they were driving down the field, the Texans did well. Browns drove down the field they were about to score a touchdown. Watson throws a pass, Petrie intercepts it. So the Texans did a great job when the Browns were getting close, and just a disappointing finish to this one. The Texans had a bright first half, and the offense kind of messed us over. And the defense, give the defense some props. Start clapping, man, because I'll start clapping because I was very impressed with the way the defense played today, and but it's just tough to see this team lose like they did, especially with the Texans having the Browns' first round pick this year. Our draft pick goes a little up now. Now with our loss, we should probably be pretty much I would say it's not a guarantee, but in my opinion, I think it's a guarantee that we'll get the number 1 pick in the draft this year. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the game, and peace out. Go Texans.